How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, excited to be at the summit?
Yes.
Yeah.
After the summit last year, you basically gave me the best Christmas present ever by offloading about 10 clients to me.
I did.
And I'll never forget it, and I really appreciate it.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm really excited to be here. We have an amazing turnout. I'm not only seeing some familiar faces, but new faces. So
a lot of new faces.
That's always exciting.
April, can you tell everyone what you do and what you're all about?
So I own a company called BidSlot, and BidSlot specializes in answering service, virtual office services, and then all the things sales and marketing. So we create customizable solutions to help our clients grow and also streamline office tasks.
Good deal. So let's dig in, like more details.
Okay. So my company started out with cold calling. That I come from a background of owning a commercial kitchen hood cleaning company for 15 years. We grew that company, sold it. My husband wanted out of the cleaning industry, so he opened up a brewery in our local town, New Groove Artisan Brewery, but I still do all the things in BidSlot. And so when we started like with the cold calling, that's how we grew our commercial kitchen hood cleaning company. And people saw how successful we were with growing our company, and they asked if we could do it in their company. And in the beginning, BidSlot started out just working with commercial kitchen hood cleaners, and then power washers, window cleaners, carpet cleaners, janitorial companies. They all started asking if we could do gutter companies all day long. So so they asked if we could do it in their company, and so we started like branching out. Then because we kept them so busy, they all started needing help with the office task. And so it very organically unfolded.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of you guys know, one thing that I recommend to a lot of new gutter companies is like, if you're a new gutter company, you might not have the marketing spend to just throw a bunch of money out there. One of the cheapest things you could do and the most effective things to do is just get a list of, the contractors in your areas, roofers, property managers, builders, real estate agents, even AC companies, because a lot of them don't like having water dumped right into the AC unit. Landscape lighting guys, or landscape guys. They don't want water dumping on their nice new work. So having these people as referral partners is something that can really build your business, and it's a numbers game. And if you have the time, you should get on the phone and do it yourself. But a lot of us business owners just don't have that time. And it's really nice that you can have a service that'll do it for you.
Yeah. And so the way that it works with campaigns like that, because we run several different types of campaigns, but we've also done lead gen with apartment complexes, nursing homes, hospitals, and like commercial real estate agents and just real estate agents in general. On the cold outreach side, personally, we are a commercial only call center, but on the residential side, the only way we can call on a residential list is like if you gave us someone that was opting in for more information about gutters. Maybe? Yeah, from the CRM or like any sort of lead source. There's hundreds of them, right? Like even Google ads or Facebook ads. Facebook ads, you can like have it go onto a spreadsheet that automatically sends an email to our office or something like that. So there's several different ways to do it, but everything that you just mentioned, the contractors, the builders, anybody that would be on a roof, basically roofers, things like that. The referral partnership, it's where it's at. And it's always relationship building when you're cold calling. Most of the time, like 9 times out of 10, it's relationship building. Occasionally though, on one phone call, you can land that one that makes all the sense for 20 years of doing it, right? You just never know. And throwing a little money at it, because it is one of the most affordable ways, besides, like I heard you talking about networking, that also is game changing. And about 2 years ago, I actually started going out and canvassing 1 day a week outside of my office. And I didn't know why I had never done that before, because, I work with everybody all over the US. And I was like, my first week, I sold 3 local companies. I sold a funeral home, an eye care clinic, and like something else, which is also industries like, I'm not really used to working with, but it really opened up my eyes. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so now I actually spend 2 days a week outside of the office canvassing and like making it happen.
So give us some advice on that.
Yeah, so I'm actually all about networking. And so when I made this shift, like I'm a really big part of our local chamber. That's a huge one for me. I'm part of a program that's called Power Up, and Power Up mentors small businesses in our local county and city.
Okay.
As long as you're in Spartanburg County, we can help you. And then, you know, they have all those after hour mixers and things like that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start positioning myself though as like an industry expert, because I
Sure.
am.
Yep.
And so with our local city, I'm actually the subject matter expert for sales and marketing. So what that means is anybody that comes to us with a new business idea that's requesting mentorship, they come to me for consulting if it has anything to do with sales processes, office processes, or marketing help. And then I am the vice president of Liberty Networking Group, but I had started out just as a member. And then now I'm the president of Boiling Springs Business Association, which is our local group that's been around for over 40 years. The town that I live in is unincorporated. So we're part of Spartanburg County. So we're not our own formed city.
Sure.
So that's why I do like both of the things, you
Yeah.
know, and it's been like game changing. More than half the people that are in my networking group use our services. And they didn't start out that way. I'm 2 years in. I'll actually make my third payment to Liberty in October.
Okay.
So almost 3 years in. So it took about 18 months before the people started like really like understanding what I do, because we is kind of what that comes down to, fine-tuning the messaging and your little 1-minute pitch that you get to give and things like that, which that is also game-changing, is getting your 1-minute pitch defined so that people don't look at you like you have three heads.
I really, I need to learn that because I haven't been doing this. I'm starting to do it now.
Yes.
And the last networking event, I'm like, man, I should really have something down pat, because I had a different answer every time, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. And so a cohesive message.
Yeah.
And I learned that like, as soon as I started networking, because they're like, so what do you do? And then you're like, it's my turn,
Deer in the
you know,
headlights.
like, oh my gosh. And then it's like, what do I want to start with? Because I do so many things.
That's the problem I had. I'm like, which businesses do I tell them about?
Yeah. So what I, with Liberty, actually, that's like an exclusive seat thing. So that's one where you don't technically pick and choose. I'm in there for my answering service. I'm actually like, if somebody did marketing, they could get that marketing seat because I'm in there for my answering service, which is my main gig, you know, is like what I say. So I did fine tune my message, but I had some help with that. I had people listen to me and the way that I was representing my company.
Give you some
and
feedback?
then they gave me some like really good feedback. And it was more so like they asked questions to make me think so that I could perfect my message. And it's been amazing. I'm all about the networking locally.
How often do you go? Is it like twice a month? Or?
Okay, so every group is different. Liberty is,
how many are you in? 4? 3?
So with Liberty Networking, they have 24 chapters in South Carolina, and I can visit all of them. And that's, I have a joke that I say, and I'm going to make a t-shirt that says, you only want to do that if you want to grow, because if you go out and do that, you will be bringing on clients, and then you know it's that catch-22 thing. But I'm a part of like 3 or 4 networking groups. And so BSBA, though, the Boiling Springs Business Association, that's not an exclusive seat. Like lots of these networking groups, they want exclusivity.
Seats.
And so Liberty is like that, but it's a phenomenal group. I like the way that they work. It's an every other week type thing versus every week like BNI. That's why I've never done BNI.
So what would you say, how many days altogether a month you're spending on
probably like 6 to 8, because I do the things with the chamber too. And that doesn't even include like the people and meetings I set in my office, because every single time that I go to networking events, I pull out my phone anytime someone that says like, oh, let's meet. Okay, well, when do you want to do this? I'm like right then and there. And
they're just talking about this. Get them on the schedule.
Right then and there. Don't ever let them go. You know, get them on there right then.
Yeah, because no one calls the cards. I mean, I had like 20 cards that I brought home from that, and I probably threw out 10 of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you this. I do have a little trick. So when I have this system women always carry purses. You would carry a wallet. You also may have a pocket structure, right?
Yep,
Like
yep.
right side's wallet, left
Yeah.
side's keys type thing. So what I do is every single card I get, if it's new and they've never been entered in my CRM, they go sticking
You're
up
putting
in
them
my
in the
wallet.
CRMs now.
And then I hand them to my office manager. And then every time I walk in, I'm like, these cards, and then she enters them in there. They get an instant message asking them to book with me. So I set up this like little system with asking for an appointment if I didn't already set one.
I like that. So everyone that you're meeting is getting a chance to speak to you again.
Yeah.
I got to nail that down.
Yeah.
I can do
And
better.
it's easy, and I think we use the same software. So
Yeah.
so you know how easy it is.
I do.
But yeah, so that's kind of my little system.
Okay. So if you had like one piece of advice for these gutter guys, just one thing that sticks out, it could be anything. What's something you think would be beneficial for them to hear?
So the first thing that comes to mind is that it's always an uphill battle. Being an entrepreneur, we all face challenges every single day. And really, Chris Lamborghini's, which you probably know him with PWRA, WCRA, used to be a huge convention, like him and Thad used to run it. He told me that I had asked him for some advice one time, and he said that every employee that you have creates 3 problems for you a day. It doesn't always have to be bad, but like the phone won't work. I'm going to be late for work, which means they're missing something like that. And so you just always have to, like show up and be helpful and go with the flow, because if, there's no reason to get upset about it. It's just part of the daily grind of being a small business owner. And it's always an uphill battle. Even if you're, making millions of dollars, it doesn't matter. Definitely doesn't make it easier. And sometimes you even fall a little harder. Don't you agree?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think that to be a good entrepreneur, you have to be fluid. Like that
Yes.
Bruce Lee saying, you gotta flow like water.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because you're gonna get thrown. It could be, a truck breaks down that day, or you blow a couple tires, or that they're late to the next job, or it's always something, and you can't get upset about it. It's especially when you're running things at like a bigger level. And I've had people be surprised, like they were riding with me, and all of a sudden the trailer axle flew off.
Yeah.
And I'm just stayed calm. But it's because, okay, it's like this situation happened. What am I going to do about it? What's the best thing I could do? And if you don't have, if you're all like hyped up and you're not calm about it, you're not going to think as clear.
No,
you're not going to make as good a
all.
decision.
And also, what example are you setting for your employee?
Correct.
So I personally, I don't care what has happened before I walk into my office, but there's never been a day where I didn't walk in my office with the best energy everybody that wanted to, have. And you have to leave those things at the door and separate things, and not inflict that on your employee, because you're setting an example for your vision for the company.
People don't realize that too. Like if you're coming in with a bad attitude, you're just passing that along, and you're kind of setting the example. Like you're a leader, so you have to lead the way. If you want your employees to be happy and a good mood when they come in, then you better be happy and in a good mood when you come
absolutely.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. So what are you most excited about the summit this year?
Meeting new people and seeing the old ones. So I'm really excited to see you, both the Johns, Alex, a lot of the vendors. My friend Dave's here, and I haven't seen him for 2 years.
Yep.
And so the list goes on. And also I brought a friend this year.
Nice.
And her eyes are being open to like this whole gutter world and things like that. And she's super smart. So I was happy I could bring a friend. It's always more fun traveling. But so all the things.
I brought my son here this year.
Oh, nice.
I got him helping out, but he's got a little, he's doing personal training a little bit, but he also started a pressure cleaning business.
Oh, nice.
So I'm excited for him to get in there and hear some of these speakers too.
Yes.
Some of that stuff will ignite some ideas. Last year, there was a lot of people that came after. I heard from them 6 months later, and like their business has really changed just because they implemented a few things. You don't have to implement everything. There's a ton of information here, but if you take 5 things and you go home and you implement 5 things, I mean, you're going to have a different business.
I was talking to a guy I saw and met with after hours last year. His name's Mike, on the stairs when I was waiting to get my badge, which I forgot up in the room. But anyway, and he was telling me what he learned here. He is on like the 3rd thing. And then so him and I were talking a little bit about AI as well. But he had changed his whole entire phone system based on feedback from talking to people here. He had never used a CRM, and he is using Jobber.
Nice.
And he's trying to like turn on some of the features of Jobber. So we were talking about the AI feature of Jobber and pros and cons and things like that. And so right there's a prime example. I literally was on the stairs just talking to somebody, and that's how the conversation. Yeah. So Jobber has a AI answer agent. It's pretty good, but I don't think that. Personally, this is a personal preference, and not everybody's going to agree. I really am all about a human at least answering during the day and having the first chance to answer. And if they don't answer, then it kicks over to the AI bot, whether it be Jobber or any type of platform. Not all of them are good though, but they can do some pretty phenomenal things. So, like before COVID, BidSlot was 24/7 answering service, and now we're not. And so we, if you want 24-hour service, our office closes at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Sure.
So we could turn on a bot for you, but there's an additional fee, and it's quote unquote not cheap. And what I mean is it's more expensive than our basic package.
Yeah.
And then you also pay for the minutes. But if that's important to you and you get a ton of calls after hours, it could be a really good solution. And it's pretty dang good. The one that I build out in my office, it's my voice, and it starts out like, "Hi, this is April, the AI assistant. Don't worry, I make less mistakes than the real April. Ha ha ha." And it does a little laugh like that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Are you returning or are you new?" And then depending on what they say, it does those things, and it's kind of, I love it. So I'm dabbling with it. But I will tell you one thing that I do not like about AI is the cold calling is not there.
Trash.
Oh, it's trash bad, which any one of us that get calls on our phone know that, right? It's just bad every single time. Like they're bad.
I think that like AI is changing the game. It's very important. You need to implement it. I think that the more, especially large companies, because we're going to be the ones that do this first because they could get away with it. People are going to get sick of not having that real human connection. And
Absolutely.
So if you really have a real person and they're answering, I agree with you. Use it as like a supplement, because I'd rather have AI answer than nobody answer.
Yes.
And so if your assistant's on the phone already,
let it be an overflow.
Let it be an overflow, because like now you're not missing that opportunity, and you could train these AIs pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I did, because we're just chatting about AI for a second, I want to talk about a creative way that I personally am using AI. I created a board of directors that emails me every morning at 6 a.m. and it's ChatGPT.
Okay.
And the executive director is Jesus Christ. And then the other three people on the board are Elon Musk, Simon Sinek, and Warren Buffett. It's really interesting how each one of them give me such a different perspective. So a lot of times Elon's always about move your pencil forward one thing, work on this one automation. Simon Sinek is more like talking about the morale of your business and your office. And then Warren Buffett is just a lot of common sense type things. But it's I've actually been doing it, cool. And it's like, it's completely awesome. And then I had a little situation.
I do 𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙚.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
talk to me like Alex.
That's a good one too. And then like you can like, I was dealing with something, I wanted some opinions, but you don't want to gossip or whatever. So I'm like asking ChatGPT these questions about the situation, and they, because I've been using it for so long, how it really gets to know the way that you like to do it. And by your prompts and the way that you've asked and responded and reprompted and things like that. And I can't believe like some of the responses I got on how to handle a situation. It was like amazing. I was like, oh, this is good.
Tony Robbins is another one.
Okay. Yes.
And if I'm asking it like say a legal question, I might want it to be like the top lawyer in the world. That's who you are.
Yes.
Because you get totally different answers. When I tell it to give me a deal like 𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙚 would write it, now I got a Grand Slam offer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
and it's good.
Yeah, and you have to mess around with it. The first responses aren't good, and never just like prompt and then post if you're doing content creation, because it'll mess up. Like even if you're like, I'm having this event on Thursday, November 20th, blah 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 blah, then it'll put Wednesday, November 20th, and it does things like that and things that don't make sense at all, and you can completely tell when someone just copies and pastes it. There's no like anything sounds like quote unquote normal, right? You know, it's just like, okay, I'm not reading that. That was like AI created.
Where do you think AI is going to be in 5 years?
I think that right now we are being trained to use AI for free, basically. And I think in 5 years, we're all going to be paying thousands of dollars for it. And
oh, you think the prices are going to start going up?
Absolutely. And I think that's when the business owners are going to be looking to use AI in more areas, which will replace some talent. But not all talent. I think that we're at the place with AI where we are going to need a certain skill set. It's not going to just be like me and you messing around with ChatGPT and asking it questions. I think at some point, right now, we're only being introduced to it. This is entry.
I think they've had it for 20, 30 years. I think it's been around. This isn't new.
It's not new, but we are like small business. For us. It's new for us, and it's something that is very new for us. And so right now, I think that everybody's getting to use these little things for free or like super minimal charges. And I think within 5 years, I think that it's going to be a lot more expensive.
Because we're replacing employees for nothing.
Yes.
Nothing, like $20 a month.
Yeah. Yeah. And so soon you're going to have a certain skill set, because I think things are going to change even more, where you're going to have to go to like a prompt school or something like that.
Another thing,
that's just my thoughts.
A lot of people will say like, oh, you know, AI is going to dumb us down. We don't have to think. That's not really true. I mean, AI makes me think.
Yeah.
It really does, because like I'm getting educated every day by it at a faster speed.
Yeah.
And you know, people with higher IQ are absolutely going to use it better. Like smarter people are going to get further with it. So it's not really a leveling playing field. It's really not. But the ones that are going to exploit it and use it, they're going to get ahead. And it's like I had two grandparents, my grandfather on my mom's side, and then my grandmother on my dad's side, and they were both like, you know, close to 80 years old. My grandfather, you know, I got 4 kids, and he passed away a couple of years ago. But before that happened, he was text messaging my kids, and you know, because he knew how to use the phones. So he's text messaging, and he's benefiting from it because he's adapting to the change. But my grandmother, on the other hand, she didn't, you know, it was foreign to her. She didn't want to learn the smartphones, and you know, she was getting older, and she might have had to go to a doctor's appointment, and someone in the family wasn't there for her to do it, and so instead of just getting on and doing an Uber, really cheap, a quarter of the price, now she's doing taxis for 4 times the price. Right. And so like, if you don't adapt, it's definitely going to hurt. It's only going to hurt you. You should always have a growth mindset, willing to adapt and change and go with the flow. And
just 30 minutes a day helps you move the needle forward with getting more comfortable, because you just have to start somewhere. And the first start, I guess, in my eyes, would be download ChatGPT on your phone. Instead of texting to ChatGPT, talk to ChatGPT, because if you think about the way that you text and the way you think about texting and the way that you can actually talk and really lay it out, it gives you a much better response doing it that way as well.
Plus, it's more natural you talking, so listen, pay the $20. There's free ChatGPT. Pay the $20 or even the $200 if you want to get the plus. It has memory, so you talking to it and not typing, you could get more out. There was this billionaire, can't remember his name, but he was saying that he talks to ChatGPT an hour a day.
Yeah.
Just telling it about his day.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be asking anything. He's just talking to it, and so now this thing just really gets to know you. It gets to know your values. It gets to know your businesses. You could upload your websites in it. You could have it research your competitors, your local competitors. You could have it see, you know, how you're ranking SEO wise compared to your competitors. I mean, it could do a lot of work, and the more you're talking to these things, the more that it's going to know you, and the better it knows you, the better it gets. So it's something that you could kind of helped get better. If you're
Yes.
if you're not doing it every day and you're just using it now and then, you're not going to get as much out of it.
It's like feeding your, what's it called? Your Scooby, that tea thing.
Yeah.
Thing that grows, like you just got to feed it a little.
Yeah.
And then it gets really good.
Yeah. Yes. Small, just consistent efforts every day.
Yeah, for sure.
Huh. So you got any more gold nuggets?
I'm
sure you do. What are you excited about the summit? What are you most excited about this year? Or what was the, I think I asked you that. What was the best thing last year?
So last year, okay, so I've been around for a long time.
Yep.
And I did not know that that there were guys that only install gutters and didn't do cleaning. I didn't know that. I thought all people that would install gutters also do the cleaning.
Yeah.
And I met a ton of people here that literally will never clean your gutters and they only do installs.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was very eye-opening to me. I also feel like, so we've been to a ton of different shows, power washing, window cleaning, the list goes on. I feel like the gutter cleaners are a very professional clientele, to where other industries, they're not as professional. A lot of the guys here, they're legit, but I guess that does make sense because their ticket is much higher than just a power washing job, right? Or a gutter cleaning job. So I think that those are some of the things that were very eye-opening. I love the Georgian Terrace. This is like definitely
cool, right?
a come to.
Gone with the Wind was shot here.
Oh, was it
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is like built in like 1902.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea, but I love it.
I feel like it was mafia. You got the speakeasy downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Prohibition time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Good deal. I'm excited.
Yeah. You have a good turnout. Are there more people here than last year?
Yeah, I mean, if we count the vendors and just everyone that's here for the summit, we got over 300 people.
You're almost maxed then. Like
we're maxed here.
I was gonna say, what's next? Where are we going?
Louisiana.
Ooh, I love Louisiana.
Yeah. As soon as the summit's done, we're gonna start shopping.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be a fun shopping experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I got to be honest with you. Like, to find this place, I felt so discouraged. Like, it took me 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
To find this place.
Yeah.
And it's a tough game. So, but we were doing it. I think the first year I found it like 4 months before we launched the summit. But I spent 3 or 4 months looking for it, feeling like I'm getting nowhere. So we got a lot of time now. So as soon as the summit's up,
we're going to
look at it right away, because I already know it might take a couple months to find that perfect spot. Yeah. It's got to be a good spot. It's got to be in a good area. Everything's got to work.
One thing that I do like, and I may be the only one that likes this. I always like the same time, same place type scenario. But it's hard when you outgrow them, because then what do? You have to move. So do you think that if you do find a spot in Louisiana, I'm assuming it would hold 300 to 500 people, or more?
Yeah.
And
we got some different ideas. So I mean, we're going to bring in more hands-on stuff and a lot of these events. And we got some of it now. We got the copper soldering that we're doing at Spectra right now. But we're watching the events game and we're evolving with it. It's kind of like I've been saying, you got to be fluid, you got to change. We're not doing the same thing every year.
And
every year we're trying to figure out, what did we not, execute 100% on that we could execute 100% on now.
Well, I really actually couldn't believe the check-in process. I've never seen such a machine in my life. And I thought it was very well put together. I loved that both the Johns were down there. You may have been, but I didn't see you. You had like this whole entire staff. Then, as people were done getting their badge, they'd walk over and get filmed for a minute, and there was something fun going on.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing check-in process, to where normally when you go to shows, everybody
there's something on a table
nobody knows what's going on, and it's like they're not even there
or
ready to check you in.
Laid out and you gotta find it yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't like that at all. They were like badge, t-shirt, like all of those things.
It's fine to meet you, man.
You too, man.
This is where we check in?
Yeah.
Hey,
are you checking in right now?
I haven't checked in.
So if you go down here, take a left, go down those stairs, and just keep going, you'll see some signs.
Okay. And then that Mitchell Ballroom, is that over here too?
The Mitchell Ballroom is, you go straight out and take a right.
Okay.
It'll,
Left first and then right.
yeah.
All right, man, I'm good.
Cool,
Left
man.
first and downstairs. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so we're excited about next year. We'll nail something nice. It's gonna, Louisiana sounds like it'll be fun.
I love
So,
Louisiana.
but getting back to like the same place, same time, I've also seen to where I've seen conventions die like that because they you know, they're there year 3,
They're
year
only
4,
going to
year
see
5.
the same people, and vendors don't come for that.
Yeah.
Is that why?
Well, I feel like, do you want to go on the same vacation every year?
It does depend on the place, but
Okay.
no, not always. I do love to travel around.
Yeah, so I mean, it's cool. Like, you know, you go to a great place. I probably want to go to it again. Maybe I'll go 2-3 times, but I don't want to go to it every single time.
Yeah.
I want some new experiences,
Yeah.
and I feel like a lot of people want to check out different states. So I mean, if you put it in different areas, and you might also draw a different crowd that is
You
just
will.
closer for them to come there.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, we don't want to do it the same place every time, but it's also, we probably would do it one more time, but it's just we're outgrowing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's packed.
Yeah.
There's like nothing in the whole space left
Yeah. You're not.
for anything else except for the Gutter Summit.
That's true. Let's see what my next guy is jumping on.
Are y'all doing the check-ins here?
So check-in, if you go straight down. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? So if you go straight down this way,
Yeah.
hang a left, you'll see a staircase.
Okay, downstairs.
Just go down that staircase, and you'll see a desk out there.
Awesome.
So
Thank you.
we got people checking in. VIP, they all checked in early this morning.
Yeah.
They all jumped on the bus, and they're at Spectre right now. Spectre has a huge event out there. They got a huge tent with tons of vendors. They're doing soldering training, underdecking training. They're doing a shop tour. And that shop tour, I mean, I was in the gutter industry 20 years before I seen how the product actually got made. And it was
Okay.
really impressive. Like, we get these coils that are 300, 400, 500 pounds. But that's not how they come. You know, they're coming like 10,000, 15,000 pounds. These huge coils that are the biggest thing you've ever seen. It'd be really scary if that fell off of the truck.
Heavy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's crazy heavy, but
Yeah.
they chop it down, so you get to see them chop it down into coil size, and then that's all raw material. So then they have like a painting process, and the coil like goes up above the roof, and the whole painting process is up like 20 feet.
Oh,
like,
wow.
It's going across the whole.
And Spectra is right here in Atlanta then, right?
It's right here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They have
Okay.
like 6 different facilities that they produce at.
Oh,
So
okay.
you get to see them make downspouts. You get to see them make hangers, elbows. I mean, you get to see every little component of the process, and it's just really cool to see. I mean, if you're in the gutter industry, it's really cool to see.
Yeah,
that, you
I
know?
bet.
Because you don't know. You're just getting coils, and you don't see
Well,
the
I know
whole
there's like
process.
300 people there right now.
Yeah, yeah. You want to jump on, John?
Okay.
I appreciate
All right.
you
I'll
coming,
talk to you
April.
later.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
You just live streaming?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
live
we're
streaming.
live
Let's go, brother. We're here, man.
All right, I got 5 minutes.
Let's go 5 minutes. Let's go.
Because I have to.
What about you, Johnny? 5 minutes after?